What do your kids thinking about your situation? And there are many parents, they think, oh, my kids doesn't know anything. When we fighting, we do the way they cannot hear it. We do it in other room. They don't know what's going on. But this is not true. Even when they are only 2-3 years old, they know something is not right. When I was a little baby and I was in a crib, I hold a crib and I hit my head really strongly into the wall of the crib. And later on, when I wasn't in this crib anymore, I went to the wall and with full strength as I could, I just hit my head into the wall. I was tearing my hair, I was scratching myself, biting myself, and I was hurting myself. Why? Where did it come from? I learned this from people around me. Or the other way, when I saw the people around me were fighting, that was the only way I could stop them. When I hit my head into the wall with full strength and I was crying and screaming hysterically, they stopped. And at the beginning, as a little kid, I didn't know what I was doing, but my subconscious mind learned about that. When I do this, people around me stop and came to me. Your kids learning from you. How you treat the situation, how you act in the situation. If you let other people to walk over you, even with words, physically, mentally, doesn't matter, kids will pick up the signs. They will know, is something wrong? Okay, my mother act this way, my father act that way. One of them do this, the other answer this way. And they learn subconsciously. And you can tell them anything. You can explain over and over again, like, oh, this is not what you think. The kids doesn't care what you are telling. They learn from you. They learn how to handle situation through you. If you are in depression and in anxiety, always depression and anxiety has some physiology. So if somebody is depressed, they're looking down, they just don't know what to do and even try to smile, but still the body language shows something wrong. You cannot fool a kid for long. They will grow up really fast and they will know exactly you did not tell the truth. And also what they learn from you, that will affect their lives. I remember what I hated the most in my parents, how they treated each other. And I said I hate when she or he did or didn't do that. Or when they were threatened each other to kill each other. I never forget. I hated. I was scared. I didn't know how to handle the situation. And when I grew up, I acted exactly the same way. Exactly the same way as they did. What does your kids learning from you and from the life you live? About giving up or keep going? About the problems or focus on the solution? They will learn from you how you handle the situation. If your kids see you are in a relationship and you let them to push you down, you let them to abuse you physically, mentally, or emotionally, they will let other people treat them this way. They won't know how to handle the situation. If you don't learn now, if you don't stand up for yourself finally and show to your kids how to handle this situation, they won't learn. And they will be in the same pain as you are now, and even worse. Because usually, just look back and see your parents or people around you, how they live their lives. And look into yourself. Most of the time, we handle the situations even worse. It's really rarely when we are come out and I will do everything I can do not to be like them or just do the opposite. Because we learn this and we don't know how to handle relationships. We don't know how to handle difficult work situations. You have to learn how to handle it so you can teach your kids and they can live a happy life. Not long ago, a woman wrote to me and wrote about she just feel like she is giving up. She want to kill herself. She want somebody else look after their kids and will be better for the kids if somebody adopt them. She had a plan to kill herself and leave the kids behind. She started to write a bye-bye, goodbye letter. But I answered to her, don't dare to do to your kids. Can you imagine when you give up? Your kids will give up, and maybe when they are at your age, they will take their own life just because this is what they learn from you, just giving up. And also, when you leave your kids behind, your message is not I love you. Oh, one thing, this woman wrote this letter to the kids like, I love you so much, and remember, your mommy loved you so much. That's not love, that's selfishness. And please don't turn off this video, because this can help you and help your kids too. So this woman understood that if she takes her life, maybe their kids will take their lives. Some kids, even kids killing themselves because they feel like mommy left me, daddy left me, I'm not important, I'm no one, because if my mommy would love me or my daddy, they would never kill themselves, they would be there for me. Do you want to be that woman, that man, that mommy, that daddy who are standing up for your kids? Or you are the one who doesn't care about your kids' feeling and you just give it up and you think they have a much better life without you? That's not true. They won't have a better life without you. They need you. And I'm not talking about if you have a bad relationship where you are abused, you have to let yourself abuse, so mommy and daddy staying with the kids. No, not at all. This message is not about that. This message is about if you are the person who listen and watching this video, you have to do everything to bring peace into your life. You are the only one person who can take responsibility for the family, for your kids. If your partner is attacking you, if your partner is make your life miserable and your kids' life miserable too, maybe they are drinking and they are aggressive when they do that, or they spending all the money for gambling, you are not in a safe place, and also your kids are not in a safe place, and you are responsible for that. You are responsible for take yourself and the kids to a safe place and create a better future for yourself. So please write this down too. This will be a third page. What do your kids learning from you if you continue the same way? Please stop this video again and write it down. If you're back, welcome back. Hopefully now you have 3 papers. One of them, writing down your future goals, or how would your life be like in a future? How would you like to live your day-to-day life? The second, I ask you to write down about your present situation and every area in your life that you feel is affected right now and doesn't work really well. And this third list about what does your kid or your kids learn from you. When you have this list, you don't need to do too much right now. You just have to be really exact. Do your best to write down this list. Because when I come back in the next video, part 2, and we will go further, I want you just do little by little to reach your goals. I want you to be successful. I want you to break through your situation, the situation you are in. And that's why I'm asking you to do the exercises. Because one by one, we build up this like a building. And you cannot start on a top. You have to start always with a base. You have to start with a foundation. And the first foundation is to figure out what do you really want in your life and what do you really want to your kids. This is for today. I'm coming back with part 2. And until that, God bless you. My name is Edina Viens. I'm a transformational coach. You can find me here on YouTube or Facebook and ask any questions you want to. Please comment to the videos. What would you like to learn about in the future? Thank you for listening and see you next time.